welcome to the Gunsman Brother podcast. We are your hosts. This is Casey.
And this is Barney.
And we are going to be kicking this episode off by asking each other personal questions just so y'all get to know us a little bit better.
Okay, so we're going to start with you first. Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay.
Birthday is March 29th.
So what are some things that you like to do?
I like to work. We actually work together,
Yeah.
if you don't know. If you do not know us, we are best friends, as you can see. We're best friends, and I work for his dad. We weed eat for him, and he mows. We're landscapers. We do a whole bunch of other stuff. We do pine straw and mulch. And
It's a fun job.
yeah, it's a fun job. We work ourselves to death sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yesterday, or day before yesterday, while y'all are watching this, Saturday, we worked almost, I think you worked 12 hours.
Yeah.
I almost worked 12 hours, because they dropped me off from working, we were going past my house, so they just dropped me off. I think it was 8:30, and we started at 9. And so I almost worked 12 hours.
Yeah.
I think we've worked about 13 hours together
Yeah.
a couple times. But normally we work 11, 12.
It's a fun job because
It's really
lots
fun.
of people think that we just work ourselves to death. But like, for instance, yesterday we went and got coffee. That was fun.
That was really
Yeah,
fun.
we did that, and we do different types of, like, we do mowing, weed eating, we do all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Some of the
So,
places that we
yeah.
go, once I say this, we'll get back to the questions. Some of the places we go, I mean, it's like yards are like this. I mean, I was texting a buddy of mine right after we got done at one of the places like that, and I sent him a picture of the yard. I mean, it's just about straight up and down that we weed eat. We have to
Pretty
weed
much.
eat all of it because obviously you can't get a
Yeah.
mower into a 2-acre yard that's straight up and down. And he said, "Man, y'all are like mountain goats weed eating up there." I was like, "Yes, sir, we are."
Yeah.
So, anyways, I love working
Yeah.
with you and Malachi and your dad. I love it. I love being with friends. Pretty much, I just love being with friends, getting to goof off, being stupid. I like doing that. I went hunting for my first time back in December. Got my first deer with a buddy of mine, Connor Williams. I love hanging out with that family. They're really good. Real good people. I love being with friends, working, driving. I just got my permit a couple weeks ago. I love driving. Got me a pickup truck. It's a 1991 F-150. That's besides the point. So, yeah, I love doing that.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
So, you want to tell us, just take about 2 or 3 minutes and tell us what you'd like to do in the future. From
Okay.
here on out.
So what I'm planning on doing is my plan for the future is, so I'm in my junior. I'm a junior right now. School just let out a couple weeks ago, week-ago-ish. I don't know. I'm homeschooled, but I'm about to be a senior, and I'm trying to get, trying to see if Mom and Dad will let me do a dual enrollment where I go to college in the morning or in the evening, and then the other half of the day I school like a senior, do 12th grade stuff. So what I'm planning to do in college is go for a year of welding, because I've always wanted to weld. Like, I love the idea of welding. I've never done it before, but I love making stuff. If you see my other channel, we've done a couple things in the backyard, but yeah, so a year of welding, and when that year's up, I'm gonna be doing, I'll graduate high school and college at about the same time, so that's a bonus.
Yeah.
But I'll get my certificate. I don't technically graduate, I don't think. I have no idea. But so year of college, a year of welding, year of welding, and then once that year is done, get my associate's degree, which is 2 years of college of auto mechanics, and hopefully, right now the college is building a diesel mechanic shop. Well, they're talking about it. So they, in the next 2.5 years, they should, that's not a guarantee, but they should have a diesel mechanics shop. So hopefully I'll be able to get that, but if not, I'll just do the regular auto mechanics. And then once I finish that, I'm during the college years, I can't just you know, not get anything, like not get any money. I'll need money to, you know, pay for gas and stuff in my truck. But I'll be doing, I'm planning on maybe putting in for like one of the dealerships around here, like a Ford dealership, or the Ram, Chevy, Ram, Chrysler, Jeep one, right up the road from here. And once I get done with college, maybe put in for a job at Carolina Thomas, which is out in Greensboro, I believe. And yep.
Go from there.
Yep. Go from
Alright.
there.
So I guess you can start asking me questions now, because I think I've pretty much covered. Do you want to ask any more questions? What questions?
I'll ask you some questions, and then you can ask me some of the questions that I
Okay.
asked you. So, okay, well, we'll start for you.
Yeah.
Well, you started for me. How old are you?
I'm 14 now.
14. There's a 3-year difference
Yep.
between him and I, except he's like 3 feet taller than I am. So 13.
14.
14. Sorry.
Did I ask?
I can't remember. Okay, you're 14.
Yeah.
Um,
What are some things I like to do?
Yeah, what are your favorite things to do?
Working. That's one of them. Hanging out with friends is another one. I don't really know. I like to do YouTube stuff. Like, that's where we came up with this podcast idea. I hope it works out. I mean, in theory, it should work out. It's going pretty smooth so far.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll go from here and make some future episodes.
Let me ask you one that you did not ask me, because I rambled on a little bit. When did you get saved?
2 years ago,
You're
next
spiritually
February.
2 years old. Okay.
Still a little baby.
Yeah, you're still a little baby. What was the day you got saved?
Technically, I don't know. I think it was a Sunday morning, like at about 1 or 2 o'clock on February the 23rd.
Let me look.
If February the 23rd is correct,
Let me go back. to
2020 February.
February
23rd.
23rd.
So 23rd of
February
February.
23rd, 2020. You know, honestly, I gotta say, 2020, don't get me wrong, it was a weird, annoying, crazy, I mean, like, I know I'm going over a broken record here, but
Yeah.
just a crazy year. I mean, all the stuff that happened, I mean, it don't get me wrong, it was crazy, there was really bad stuff that happened and everything.
But in some situations,
But
it was pretty
there was a whole bunch, not just in my life. I mean, obviously you got saved in 2020, which is praise God for that. But I mean, I met the Williams. Like I said, they're really nice people. I love hanging out with them. Baby girl was born. My niece was born. She's like the cutest little kid ever. I mean, that was some really cool stuff that happened in 2020 for me. I learned that friendship, you can't take friendship for granted.
Definitely.
Because, and the time you spend with your friends for granted, you cannot take that for granted, because I went for, 4 years seeing you. I went for 4 years
5,
seeing him and his family
every single
every Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday. And then 2020, you know,
It was a little bit
everything's
different.
Everything is just like, I'm sorry, but you can't come to church and you can't meet up with each other because you might get a deadly virus. So,
Yeah.
so
Another good
we
thing
were
that
away
happened,
from each other
Yeah.
for
A few months.
No, it wasn't that long because I started working with you.
Yeah, that's what
in
I was
April.
just about to say.
It
You
was
started your first job
month
in 2020.
and a half. It was
Yeah.
a month and a half, and that was the longest month and a half like ever for me until then. I mean, it just felt like forever. We Zoom and Skype called.
Oh, we did that all the time.
We did that just about every single day, but it did not make up for the fact that
No,
we were not like
definitely not.
right,
Yeah,
right
right
here. Um, yeah, but
Yeah.
a whole bunch of stuff
And
actually
another thing,
did
you
happen.
started working like you.
Yeah,
did
I
your
started
first
working
job in
2020.
You started
so
making
that's a
money. Yeah, that's a
plus.
really good plus.
I shot my. Actually, no, I did not shoot my first deer in 2020. It's 2021.
Close though.
Funny story. Let me just say
Yeah.
this, and then we'll go back to what we were saying. When I went hunting, just when with Connor Williams, just like it was the first of the year, last day of hunting season. I went the first day. I went the 31st, which was the last day of 2020. Did not see anything except for squirrels. One actually jumped on our blind. Scared us both to absolute death. We didn't see anything that day. And then the next day, which was January 1st, first day 2020, last day hunting season, we went out. And we went out kind of late because the day before, like I said, we didn't see anything. And that was because that spot is like a evening spot, sort of. Not much of a morning spot. And when we went out the day before, it was like 5 o'clock, I think, 5 or 6. So we were out from 5 or 6 until 9:30, I think. Yeah, it was 9:30 when we got out. And then the next day, we went, I think it was 3 o'clock when we left, 3:30-ish when we got there. So we were sitting in the blind from 3:30 to about 5:40. I think it was 5:40 or so. And there was nothing. I mean, like, barely even any squirrels. There was a whole bunch of woodpeckers, but there was little amount of squirrels, and it was literally raining. And Connor and I were kind of just like, man, he wanted me to get my first deer, and I really wanted me to get my first deer. And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there, minding my own business. I'm looking at the little blind window, and tap, 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 tap. What? Buck. There's a buck over there. And I look over. It's like 10 yards away. I'm like, oh my word. It was, when I saw it, I didn't know it was a buck, because it was just a little spike. But, yeah, I was like, dude, it's like right there. So I put up my 30-06. It went out to about 30 yards, I think. And we got it. It was at 34 yards. And he told me to take the shot. Well, I was hunting with my 30-06, and that thing will blast your ears off. It is loud. So I put it up. Neither of us had hearing protection on. I had forgot it at the house, and so neither of us had hearing protection on. And Connor goes, "Hey, whenever you're ready, you just take the shot. You got it. You got an open shot." Well, where he was sitting, he could see, and it was perfect. Where I was sitting, I was seeing it like this, and the deer is behind a tree, and I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting, and I got my cross on it, and I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the shot. Well, he had his ears plugged, and all he hears is me whisper something, and he goes, "What?" And I said, "I'm gonna take it." Boom! And I lay the round into it, and I deafened myself, and I mean, like, when I shot it, I literally did not even hear the shot. It was like, alright, I'm gonna go for it, or I'm gonna take it. I forget exactly what I said, but I was like, alright, I'm gonna take it. I was like, that's so weird, I can't hear anything. Like, I could barely even hear my thoughts, it was so loud. And Connor, poor guy, he had his ears plugged, so he just hears me whisper. He goes, "What?" And boom! I'm like, I'm so sorry, man, because he told me this like way later because he was like shouting because he was half deaf and I was completely deaf. So yeah, it was fun. But
Yeah.
like I was saying, there was a lot of good stuff that happened in 2020. So
Yeah. So, anyways, what are our plans? Future? What do you think?
Oh,
we need to
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
this
wait, this.
for this podcast.
For this
I was gonna
podcast.
say we need to talk about our future plans for the podcast. We've answered enough questions. We've pretty much got each other. What do you think some of our future plans for the podcast might be? I know definitely at least uploads every week.
Yeah,
And if
we're
we
gonna
start-
try to do uploads every week on
Yeah.
Monday, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So
And
watch out
if-
for that.
If we keep going farther into this podcast thing, like in the future,
Have hosts.
yeah, we can have definitely.
Well, don't say
tons.
anybody.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm not
say
gonna say
anybody.
anyone.
Because they'll be surprised. We'll have some surprise guests.
Yeah. Guess and once a week is pretty good, but like if we start getting more subscribers, we might can start going into 2 a week.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It depends on work because we're like
Yeah.
really busy all the
Both all
time.
the time. So 1 a week's probably good. But like if we start getting more people like, coming to the podcast, we'll definitely have lots of guests.
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Guests and let's see. I'll most likely upgrade some of the stuff. Like,
Yeah, I need a better microphone.
Not that your microphone's not bad. Your
not that it's
microphone's
not
really
bad.
good.
It's just not good.
Maybe
it's decent.
this-
It's like not up
Yeah.
here and it's not down here. It's like right
What
here.
I like
It's
about my
decent.
microphone is I can like have it's kind of floating
Right.
and it plugs straight into
Yours
it.
actually sounds really good.
Not that yours doesn't sound bad.
I just got a notification.
Cool.
So I got back surgery. Okay.
Anyways, so most likely if we could, get another one of these microphones for
For
you,
me, yeah.
that would be really good.
And our wiring, you can't see it, but like right here, we've got a
Lots,
wire going there,
yeah.
like 2 wires going here. I've got
It's.
cheap $5 headphones on.
I mean, but
you're
they're
using
working.
one. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are working. Yes, we've got the equipment to be able to work it. We just
Yeah.
need to.
The camera works good. The camera quality is actually really
The
good.
camera is like pristine. That's
Yeah.
probably that is.
Probably one of the best cameras that we
Yeah,
can get.
that's the most expensive thing right here
Yeah.
in this setup. Like, my laptop was 600 something.
Yeah.
Your
Mine was
laptop, I'm sure, was
1,000.
okay. That was okay. So that computer is the most expensive, and then that, and then this.
Camera was like $800. I mean, we've got some really good stuff. I mean, probably this cheer line at least like 50
$2.
cents. Yeah. Anyways, so the microphones, hopefully they sound good. I don't know how you guys can hear, but
I really hope the microphones are
yeah.
decent quality.
if they're not, comment and we'll definitely most likely upgrade.
Send us some money. No,
Yeah.
yeah, but I definitely need to change microphones because I use this little bit of plug-in for my channel.
Which it sounds really good on the channel.
It sounds decent. It's
Yeah.
not good and it's not bad, but it's decent.
Yeah.
You know, it's alright. But I think I got this for like $20 on Amazon. Maybe it was 30, but
Yeah.
it's a decent microphone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely need to get a new microphone, one that sort of like hooks to the table like his has. You know, as you can see, it's got the little thing. up
Here's the
there.
one that I
He has it
bought.
attached.
I think this, maybe it was this one.
Okay, $50.
That one's $50.
Yeah, I
this
didn't-
one's 40.
That's all I need right there.
This one's 40.
I mean,
this,
I got plenty.
there's
of money.
pretty
I can buy
good.
that right now.
Yeah, this one right here. This is the exact one that I got. This one is $31.
Maybe I
This
need
is-
to up you and get a $50 one.
This is I mean, for a $30 microphone, it looks.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
works
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
somewhat professional.
Oh, yeah.
But
Mine definitely does not look
So-
professional. Mine looks like a cheap Amazon thing because that's exactly
But
what it was.
it's working. Though. It's working.
But it works. It works.
Yeah. So we'll upgrade the microphones. Camera looks good. Maybe in the future we need some headphones.
Yeah.
I need some.
You definitely need some
Yeah.
headphones.
Yours is working right now.
Mine are working, but I need better ones because
Yeah.
I could literally break this with my pinky.
So yeah, and the chairs.
Yeah, we got downstairs mother-in-law suite chairs, so
Yeah.
we're good. We're rolling,
Oh
man.
yeah.
We'll be doing now. Just so y'all know, we'll be going from my house, which is right here.
Yeah.
We'll be going from my house to maybe his house, depending.
Yeah, I can get us.
We'll be bouncing back and
Yeah.
forth.
So we'll have at least 2 different locations.
Yeah.
Maybe if
Maybe more. We might do some.
another location would probably be Zoom. If you're out of town and I'm out of town.
If anything, if
Yeah.
we're out of town, we could just have like a special guest on. I've already been thinking.
Yeah.
You know, the July thing.
Yeah.
I've already been thinking that one person out there.
Yeah.
Interviewing
Anyways,
them.
we'll surprise y'all
We'll
in another
surprise
episode.
y'all. Yep.
Yeah,
another
and
episode.
if we do get more into, I mean, like way more. I don't know if the lighting looks good. I mean, from what we can see on here,
from
the
what
lighting
we can
looks
see
good.
on the little thing right here, it looks decent. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
But if we do need more lighting, like at my house, if there's not good lighting,
Amazon.
we can get. Amazon has light rings,
Yep.
stuff
Got
like
little
that.
flashing
So
things, yep.
yeah, definitely. We've been doing the podcast for about 20-some minutes.
We're doing pretty
More.
good.
We're doing actually
I
really
honestly thought we'd be like running out of stuff by
good.
now.
Yeah,
but
running out of stuff.
we're doing
and
pretty decent for our first episode.
when we just,
I mean,
yeah,
if y'all don't think it's interesting, and
You can
y'all
just
aren't
leave.
falling asleep to this, you know,
yeah, you can
hit the
just
thumbs
leave.
down and we'll know.
Yeah. But
But if you are liking this, make sure to
Hit the like
gently
button.
press the thumbs up button. Make
I
sure
was
to comment and
really,
subscribe, please.
I was really surprised because I didn't know if all this stuff was gonna work or not.
I know.
I was thinking we would have complications. We didn't have really any problems. The
No.
only problem we had was trying to figure out how to hide all these cords.
Yeah, we did
and we
that.
did that. Yeah.
Um,
Make it not look as bad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah,
I don't
but
know.
soon we're going to be upgrading our arsenal of
Equipment.
stuff.
Yeah.
Not these two because that's expensive and this is expensive. And
So if the
But
next
I just
couple,
need to, you know.
the next couple podcasts, if you see this exact same setup, you know we're gonna be making up a couple episodes.
yeah.
You know, just in case. But after we, you know, order the stuff, it might take a little while to get here. But we will upgrade
Yes.
a lot of stuff.
And every podcast is not going to be like this. This is a first, hopefully,
Yeah.
this is a first episode only where we're kind of just rambling about different stuff. We're kind of just giving you, we're
And
telling
please,
each other.
if y'all have like suggestions of like topics we can do,
Yeah.
make sure to comment those topics because we've got like 4 topics.
Yeah, we've got some topics that we can hit. I know
Pretty
next
good.
week we're going to be talking about the, since it'll be posted on Monday.
Yeah.
Currently we're doing it Sunday. Currently
Afternoon.
it's Sunday.
Yeah.
So while you're watching this, it was yesterday. And then the next week, you know, either way.
So yeah, now that we've told y'all about our future plans for the podcast, hopefully you've got a pretty good idea about what this podcast is gonna be about. Just, you know,
Yeah.
random stuff, but it's gonna be pretty
Well,
fun.
Okay, we're not going to be completely random stuff. We'll be hitting,
Each episode on topic. We're gonna
right.
try our
yeah,
hardest.
we're gonna
Yeah.
try our hardest to keep the podcast on the general
topic that we're
topic,
doing.
Yeah.
So
Weird.
yeah. We forgot to ask Josh that one question. Yeah. When did you get saved?
I got saved. Yes, he didn't
Yeah.
ask me this.
So up to this point, we totally forgot about.
You
all-
totally forgot it. I've been thinking this the entire
Oh
time. like
well,
crap.
you should have just told me about
Okay.
it. Anyways,
Either way.
yeah.
I got saved when I was 7 years old. Praise God. November 28th. Yeah, November 28th, 2011.
Nearly 10
Nearly
years.
10 years ago.
So you're a lot older than me.
Here.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I actually am older than you.
Yeah.
But each person is
Yeah,
different.
different.
You know.
You know, some people get saved when they're older. Some get saved when they're younger. So
Now,
anyways,
that's not to
yeah.
say that when you get saved younger, that you don't get like hounded. If anything, I've heard now, personal experience. Yes, this is 1,000% true. When you get saved younger, the devil questions you
A lot
and
more.
a lot more. Just like you're not saved. You were saved when you were a little kid. How do you remember that? You know, sort of
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I went through like 2 years where I was kind of back and forth, and I know for
couple
positive
months.
now.
First couple of months, I was the same way too. But
Yeah.
But this podcast is gonna turn out pretty good, I think.
I think so.
So yeah.
If you don't like it, make sure to put a thumbs down.
and feel free to
tell us-
leave. Yeah.
feel
Feel free to leave.
Uh,
Tell
we're
us
not gonna
why you
have-
hate it.
Yes. Put a comment down there. Honest. Tell us
Yeah.
exactly what you were thinking. Be truthfully honest. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Hope you enjoyed.
Yes. Hope you enjoyed.
I really hope you enjoyed this first episode. We will be coming back to you next week, Monday, 9 a.m. Watch your phone.
We'll see you then.
Watch your phone, watch your tablet, watch your...
Whatever you're doing.
Yeah, whatever you watch YouTube on, make sure to check us out Monday, 9 a.m. every week.
And another thing I was gonna say real quick
Shoot.
is Apple Podcasts, Google Music, Amazon Music. If any of you guys listen to that, you can download our podcast. I'll be putting that out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the next couple days after the podcast makes it to YouTube, I'll
Okay.
be putting it on there. So, once we get all that done, I'll link that in the video. So you guys, if you guys are, weed eating, working, and you don't have time to watch it on video, you can just go over to the podcast channel on Apple Music, whatever, and listen it to there.
Yeah.
So,
Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
see y'all.
See
Nice!
That turned out really good.
That's-
Like, I really like that. Done, son.